There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to That's a Wrap, the weekly review show of EFL League One, Match Day 3. So now let's bring everybody in. I'm Aaron, your host, and let's bring in Josh, Ken, and Patty.
Hello, everyone.
What happened at the end of the video there is weird.
we're shooting the rehearsal. There we go. Aaron, what's this show called again?
That's a wrap. The weekly review show of the EFL League One. That's what it says right there at the top. That's what my screen says. So I just read that.
Yeah, and Aaron is back in 1984, but we are all here.
Yeah, I'm on dial-up. Don't worry about the internet. I'm on dial-up, guys. So it is what it is.
It's more about subs. It's about substance and how you use it. There you go.
That's right.
That's so good. Well, guys, let's get cracking. I love it. Aaron's done the intro. We might as well get stuck straight into it. Why not? Because we've got sort of four of us. We've got Patty, Shell here today. Awesome to have you here, Shell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's fighting today injured. He hurt his elbow.
Yeah.
Give us the update. Let's go.
I went out swimming in the sea and sliding and doing stupid stuff I'm too old for and hurt my elbow. So hopefully the swelling will go down. It'll be all good. But
nice.
Maybe I'll damage something.
Awesome. Okay. Well, luckily, Shell joined us this week, which means we've only got to review 3 games each, which was great because it's a lot to get through. And the running order this week is going to be Josh, Sheldon, myself, and then Aaron. And let's jump straight into it. Josh has got the first game of the week, Burton v Stevenage.
Oh my God! I got the Burton v Stevenage game 0-0. It's a 0-0 draw. It's apparently it was a slugfest of yellow cards. It was at the Pirelli Stadium. 2,378 people bored this game out. God bless them. I usually will put up a video of it, but it wasn't that great. So wasn't a spectacular match. 0-0 draw. Albion were left searching for their first league win under the new head coach Mark Robinson, and Stevenage frustrated sides at home. It was apparently, I tried to find some video of this, but it was absolutely tits up. No one went in. As you can look at this right here, the match stats were it was just a yellow and a black there, and it was more like a yellow card fest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 yellow cards in this match that led to a 0-0 draw. So if you went to go see this match at the Pirelli Stadium, you had skid marks, and it wasn't because you had a good set of tires on your car. So God bless anyone who wants to see this. I'm sure Burton and Stevenage will want to have a better result next week, but this is all we got for this match, and we're moving on because God knows if there's nothing here to look at, there's nothing here to look at. Much like Aaron's dial-up internet. So that's that one there too. There you go. And on that bombshell, Two Beards also go vote for Two Beards for their awards. Shave them browns, Aaron, and love the Latvian internet. There we go. This is Carol and HR.
Good. Wow. Well, straight down to you, Shell. Wigan Athletic v Crawley Town, one of the League Two promotion teams.
Okay, so we have Wigan versus Crawley, with Sean Maloney versus Scott Lindsay as the managers. 8,432 turned up at a stadium that can hold 25,000. So Wigan have no fans. They were very, very lucky to escape this match with a 1-0 win. The goal was actually an own goal, as you'll see coming up. That's a miss in the shot. But Crawley had lots and lots of shots, lots and lots of chances, but they just couldn't put anything away. All the stats were on their side. All the XG was 1-6 for Crawley, 1-2.6 for Crawley, but XG means nothing if you can't find the back of the net. So a header tried to go in, went off the defender. The highlights of this are actually interesting if you watch the shots. So Crawley now seem to have a very young team, very enthusiastic. I can see them pulling off quite a few matches against people. They will upset people, but they are also looking like they're very beatable. So interesting as a team. We saw them last season, beatable, but no guarantee for anybody. Crawley Town won their first 2 matches, so they're already 6 points up and unlucky not to take anything. Even a draw would have been good from this. Wigan, on the other hand, have lost their first 2, and these are the first 3 points they have of the season. Wigan are going to be somewhere low down the table if they don't change this. They are not looking good at all.
Why is there no one in the stands? What happened?
I don't know. No fan. Well, Crawley's away, but Crawley is miles down, so Crawley wouldn't have brought a lot of fans, first of all. So they're not bringing a lot. But yeah, Wigan only 8,000 people in the stadium. That's a problem for them. They're not making money on the tickets anyway.
Yeah.
Nah.
I love it. By the way, Mary says you guys are all awesome. Well, apparently yes. And wow, Two Beard slums here too. Yeah, he's slumming it here. And by the way, look at the attendance on Sheldon's game. It says 2,378. That is not great. That's not great XG for the attendance. There you go. Yes.
Imagine that. Like that's like literally just walk up and walk straight in the gate.
Yeah. Don't even pay the entrance fee. Just walk in. There you go. Aaron, you're in it. Actually looks like 1994.
Actually, no pixels on Aaron. Well, we'll jump straight through the next one, which is mine. I've got Huddersfield at home to Shrewsbury, and that was it wasn't a bad game. Both teams had lots of chances, and Huddersfield literally went up in the 20-minute mark with a goal to Callum Marshall, which was fantastic. And but in the meantime, Shrewsbury had plenty of chances, but then it's sort of just a few chances through the first half, went through, nothing sort of major. And then we got to half-time at 1-0 to Huddersfield. They came back out. Here we go. Josh has got some highlights for me. Fantastic.
We're shooting the rehearsal. There you go. Go ahead.
Here we go. So, yeah. So, as you can see here, just good cross there, and they should have scored there straight up. Missed it right in front of goal, header, absolute sitter. Mm-hmm. So you can see coming down this left side and coming in from there, another attempt. They thought it was a handball there. They were appealing for a penalty. The ball comes straight back out, and just keep an eye on this. So another cross, deep, header, wide, and bang, and there's that 20-minute mark to go up 1-0, which they should have been 2-0 at that stage already, Huddersfield, to be fair. But they look, lots of long balls here. You can see Shrewsbury coming through. You'll see they get the chances. Bang. That's the keeper just got a touch on that. That was a good attempt. So, yeah. And as we're following the highlights here now, it's still in the first half. Good break here by Shrewsbury. Gets across, gets a good angle here. Look, bang. Keeper's left foot just touches it. It was a really open game, to be fair, and not, I would say, better attack than defense from both sides, to be fair.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Yep. And how do you not score there? How do you not score? But anyway, so I'll sort of keep going with the highlights as Josh goes through there. Huddersfield had plenty of subs. They started subbing in the 49th and the 51st minute. And then the 67th, they brought on 2 more, as well as Shrewsbury brought on 2 in the 68th. But the game basically, as you can see, so many attempts on goal. And literally, this could have been like a 7-goal match. Easily, and it was 1-0 at full time. If you didn't see this game, go back and watch those highlights again, because you get to see all the chances. And it was interesting that both teams will feel like, Huddersfield will feel very lucky to get the 1-0 win at home, and Shrewsbury will feel like they let one get away.
Wow, that is impressively bad scoring. But Huddersfield, they won 1-0. That's all that really matters. They're going to be there or thereabouts. They're a good side, right? I'm guessing.
3 points.
Yeah, 3 points is all it is. Anyone have any thoughts on that game other than the funding the internet by selling lemonade? Welsh Techie, gonna help you out, Aaron. I think that's Aaron. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the chat is just obsessed with how bad my internet is.
Welcome to the GoDaddy channel.
Yeah. And Emil Lambeau is giving you $2 to fund your internet by recycling glass bottles.
If our first sponsor could just be a service provider just for Aaron, how good would that be?
There you go. Oh shoot!
Aaron
need to get Elon Musk to sponsor the show. That's what we need.
Let me cover a couple of these more chats here. Good to see how the EFL attendance clubs changes when Wrexham comes to town. Yeah, that makes sense there too.
Yeah.
And the Football Player Audit League One says, "Evening guys, good news. The database is now done. Well, shit, we need it. Good to be in contact with Aaron, Ken, K-Ron, with the link to the sheets. I'm logging 36 match reports and all data available for beta. I mean, you talk to those guys. We'll bring it on the show. I'm sure. I know. Sheldon is a data whore, and he would love that stuff too. Also, Nikki D dropped it in right there. Thank you for the super chats. All the super chats. Thank you. It all goes to Aaron's internet at this point right there. Now you have 2% of the month of Starlink. Before we go on to my match, here we go. Marie from SoCal says, "What do you think of the Peterborough podcaster guest and FDA predicting 5-0 predictions of Peterborough?" Marie, we will get to that stuff toward the end.
Yeah,
that is yeah. Let's get to that.
I'm fuming about
that. Josh, do not jump the gun.
I know.
Because let's give Aaron a go.
Right.
Oh yeah, go on, Aaron.
Stockport v Bristol.
Hold on, I'm bringing it up. Go on.
What do you got, Aaron?
All right, so Stockport and Bristol. Stockport 1-2-0. It wasn't that lopsided of a game. At least through watching the highlights I saw, it really seemed like a couple defensive errors got Stockport their goals. I thought they did dominate the possession 61-39. They had more expected goals, but and they had more shots. Yeah, XG, more shots on goal. But I don't know. It just didn't seem like they were, they didn't run them off the park. I didn't think.
These are highlights. I don't like it. Sorry. Hold on. Bring it down.
Yeah.
Keep going. Go on. I'll get the regular highlights up. You go. We're shooting the rehearsal. Go on.
So basically, Louis Barry scores again. He scored each of the first 3 games. The kid's amazing. He's lights out. Basically, though, it's kind of a ball that just fell to him, just right on the edge of the box, and no defenders around him, and he just hammers it home. Caught it on the volley. Really nice. Really, it was shaving cream fun. I see.
Yeah.
I hear you, Carol. I hear you. So he scores the first one in the 39th minute. It had been a pretty good game from what I could tell up to that point. Pretty even. The first sub in the match was right after halftime. Bristol brought on Rule Citriu, which he was actually one of the midfielders that I was hoping Rexman might look at. He's a good midfielder.
Don't say it out loud because they might hear it in Rotherham. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got some highlights.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know how long it'll take to get to it, but it's kind of wasn't much. Kyle Wooten scored a goal, but later, at the 63rd minute, the second goal for him, and it wasn't nothing special either. I think if I remember right, it was just the ball that was kind of bouncing around in the box. I could be wrong. I could be conflating 2 different games, but I didn't think it was that great. I wasn't blown away by Stockport in this game. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Alfie May, though. Did Alfie May do the business again?
No, Alfie May plays for Birmingham.
Oh, see, there you go.
But there was 9,423 showed up. This was at Edgeley Park, which is Stockport was the home team. So 9,500 basically. Yeah, you just saw the goal from Louis Barry.
Stockport, obviously, undefeated, 9 points, top of the league from the promotion team. But from what you're saying, maybe they've not come up against some great opposition to start. I'm not blown away. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nothing to get. Hey,
3 wins is 3 wins. You know, they've got 9 points. You can't. I mean, if we had 9 points, we'd all be just loving it. So you know, nothing to turn your nose up at. But you can only play who's put in front of you. But I do think that they may struggle once they start playing a little bit tougher opposition.
I'll bring this down because that was a cluster F. Do you think that Stockport are going to be there and thereabouts at the end of the season, or what do you think? Just
I'll tell you what. Just by looking at from what I've seen from the rest of the league, I'm blown away by some of the teams. Me and Ken were actually talking about this earlier. I'm not blown away by some of the teams so far in League One. So now, you know, obviously we haven't played Birmingham yet. We haven't, you know, any of that, but I think we're all right. I think we're going to be just fine. I think Stockport's going to be there and thereabouts too.
Okay. Let me get through the super chats. Aaron, Internet and Shaving Cream Fund, $2 from here. Thank you very much. And Drew, what's the Shaving Cream Fund? Oh, my days. Yeah. Okay.
They want me to shave my eyebrows because I decided. Let me explain this to everybody that doesn't know.
Oh, here we go.
I just happened to throw out. We were making fun of K-Ron. Okay, we're making fun of K-Ron about how
I wasn't.
About how, well, we were in the Discord, and not behind his back. He was in on it.
He was in on it.
Oh, sure.
We were teasing him. And so we were talking about how he had a mental breakdown and shaved his eyebrows off. Well, then somebody said something about Wrexham not getting a striker. And I was like, we don't get a striker, the eyebrows go. Just being funny. Well, then Drew does whatever, decides he's taking that to heart. And every time I mention anything, he starts threatening my eyebrows. So,
Okay, everybody, get in the super chat. Throw us some money. It's not going to Aaron's internet. It's going towards a striker, so we can then see him shave his brows.
Yeah, and then we got to sort out. We got to sort out Paddy's elbow too. He's all elbowed up. We got to sort that out.
Look, I get free healthcare over here.
Oh, okay. How about
First world and all that, you know.
How about a head shave first?
You just got to get banned from the water parks.
You does what I said. Sold the rat's kidney to help my fund, Mr. No Eyebrows. There you go. Thank you for the super chat. And Aaron, I'm just glad you're out of the effing car. You got Marie from SoCal swearing.
But you know what? You know what? If I was in the car, I'd have better internet.
It's a background. He's in the car.
You might be right.
I'd have better internet in my car. So you all ran me out of the car. Sorry about it. This is what you get. This is what you get.
Sorry, before you go on, I know Ken's trying to keep it moving tonight because I'm not in charge tonight. Karen HR says, I haven't been blown away by any of the teams in league, to be honest. Bolton has potential, but we are every bit as good as teams in this league, and we'll be up in the mix for sure. So Karen HR, and don't fuck with Karen HR. There you go.
Early days. Let's keep it going. Okay, Lincoln City v Mansfield. Josh.
Oh, my days. Here we go. Do I have it up? Let me see if I can get I got match highlights. Okay. Who knows? I mean, you know, don't have me touching buttons, but I try to preset it up. Yes.
This is where we cut Shell out in the bottom of the screen. But that's
okay. Sorry, Shell. So Lincoln City, the Ibs beat Mansfield 4-1. It was 5 goals in this match. Everyone won. Oh shit! What am I doing here? What's going on? Sorry. Shoot the rehearsal. There you go. Shoot the rehearsal. I got to work on this. So yes, it was 4-1 Lincoln City at the El Nur Stadium. Nerd. They forgot a D on it. 9,809 people there. Lincoln picked up their first home points in League One, thrashing Mansfield 4-1. Everyone wanted to have for Mansfield to coming up. They thought they were big cities, but that's not it. That's not what's going on here. Lincoln City are a side that we need to be reckoned with, and I got to tell you, after watching these highlights, Mansfield were cut open a lot of the times. They looked out of the league, to be fair, and maybe they lost Brunty, but we don't want to count out Mansfield. But I say, like, Lincoln City are a good, solid League One side. League Two, they know how to win a little bit here. A lot of athleticism. They have good. The home fare would look pretty good there. I got to say, some of the goals were absolutely pretty amazing. They signed a player that I like, number 7 there, Fevrier. Came on the right side, looked pretty positive. But Lincoln City's goalkeeper that got scored on by a corner, as you can see right there. That's not how you want to do it. Also, kit watch. That kit sucks for Lincoln City, so I think we win on the kit watch. I say, there's things that we can look on here to see that these games are wide open. What a great goal there. I don't know who the fuck that was, but that guy scored a nice goal. There's things that we can look on here. We're taking all these games. All these games are wide open. What I think that Wrexham are doing, because we are a Wrexham channel, I think that we're controlling matches where they're being managed better. These games look like geezer football, Saturday morning, who's puking on the sideline, halftime having a cigarette. I'm just saying, I think that there's a lot of teams in there that are trying to like open pace football that we can get to. So Lincoln City did look good. Mansfield tried to be slick, 4-1, and that was a banger. And there's a back of the net right there. That was their only goal. I'm not sure who did that. If I could look at my notes, but I'm not going to do that. So there you go. Lincoln City 4, Mansfield 1. And you know what? Fuck them. We got brewed. There we go.
Well, tell us what you really think, Josh.
That's what I'm saying. Mr. Pundit, Super Sick is fun. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We love it. We love this league. This league's awesome.
And probably got to pull you up. This is That's a Wrap show. We got to be non-biased here, Josh. All teams.
There you go.
Sorry. But you can see all the Wrexham kit here, so maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. By the way, Two Beard says it's now even more immortalized. Them brows going by. There you go. And Mr. Pundit, Super Sticker Fun. There you go. Yeah, it's a fun night. It's a fun night. It's a fun night. But yeah, Lincoln City went out there and just went balls deep up Mansfield. There you go.
Well, so I mean, how do you think those two teams early season form? What do you reckon, Josh?
Mansfield, I think, should be doing better. They have a really good side on them. But Lincoln City was a kind of a surprise. So they're a sleeper. I could see them being in the playoffs.
Okay. Well, over to you, Shel. Barnsley v Northampton.
Okay, so we have manager Darrell Clark versus John Brady. 11,000 turned up in the stadium. Oof. Out of a stadium that can hold 23,000. So again, lots of missing fans. And I'm gonna keep hitting this the whole season because we have a full stadium, even though it's a smaller one, but we can still get 15,000. Anyway, so this is a 2-2 draw. Barnsley went up 2 goals ahead and then completely lost it, which was from his hands. And then he goes, "Oh my God, I can't get it!" And the player comes in, jumps, headed it, took it straight through the keeper, and dropped the keeper on his ass and hurt himself at the same time as scoring the goal. But a messy match by the look of it there. So Barnsley, they can do okay. Some nice periods of play. But what happened to them in the second half, I have no idea. Now, early season team coming together, maybe not knowing each other, we can expect a lot more of them later. But they also lost to Lincoln City. Lincoln City could be one of those sleepers we were saying that are going to take points off a lot of people. And they could end up around the playoffs themselves. But this was a really interesting one to watch for that reason.
Yeah,
we need to be taking points off Lincoln. Teams like that are going to be taking points off the big teams. They're the ones you want to get through without losing points to. And again, Barnsley at the moment, they don't look like they're unbeatable.
Do you feel like? Sorry to interrupt, Shel. Do you feel like that a lot of these goals look really sloppy, like people aren't organized enough? That's why are we going? I think that everyone looks kind of unorganized.
Yeah, a lot of these teams seem not to be ready. That's all I can put to them because they should be better, and they have signs of being better. Like the first half there, Barnsley played some good football, played some nice passing, quick passes, stuff like that. But their keeper is an issue for them. And I looked into this because I saw that keeper and I was like, what are you doing? And he looks young. So the keeper is called Gabriel Slonina. He's 20.
He looked like he was 20. Yeah,
he plays with the US as well. So he's a Chelsea keeper and he's been loaned out. So he's just after coming in. Their main keeper played the first match of the season and then went on to the bench afterwards to the second keeper. And now this guy has come in and taken over. Okay. And their first main keeper is now on the bench. So they have issues with every keeper they have, it appears at the moment. So unless this kid steps up to the mark, they are in trouble. He is not good. And now, interestingly, right, when I started looking into him, let me see if I can find this.
Shell's just throwing bombs out here.
I love it. No, this is good. Hey, we want to support. We want to support. This is that's a wrap. We're trying to open this up to everybody. And
It's
by
League
the way,
One.
it's League
League
One.
One, baby.
It's League One. Aaron's got no internet. It's all good. Why are you doing that, Sheldon? It's not the size.
Here he is. I got him.
There you go. Go on.
Right. So this is from Wikipedia. Gabriel Powell Slonina is an American professional soccer player who plays as a goalkeeper for EFL League One club Barnsley on loan from Chelsea. In 23, Slonina was the only goalkeeper included in goals list of the 50 best young players. This goalkeeper, the 50 best young players. He does not look a patch on AO.
He does not. He's only 2 years younger than AO. Absolutely not. No, but that's a good shout. I mean, listen, I think you're right. We need to be getting after it. Carol in HR says, I really want to crack at Lincoln. It's thing too, especially when they're snagging calamari from us like they did. Did they get calamari? I don't think they did.
Yep.
Good shout, Aaron. That's a good start. Aaron, does Aaron have his own channel, YouTube? So please link. If Ken has one too, please too. Yes, I'm sure Aaron has his own channel and Ken do that. Not yet. Sheldon does. Sorry, Patty does. I call him.
Patty. Yeah.
Patty does. Wrexham News channel. There we go.
Yep. I don't have a channel. I'm too busy trying to keep Josh in line.
Yeah, for sure. And
I don't have good enough internet to have my own channel, so.
No, you don't. You do not yet. Really upset with the disrespect of other teams fans toward Wrexham. By the way, ladies, who is envious of Josh?
That's my favorite comment. Check out the lashes.
All right, days. And then this is the best one tonight. We're gonna just be fine, Sheldon. Back to back to back. I'll shave my bollocks if you want. There you go. If you don't want to. Okay, who's out? Who we got?
It's me. It's Leighton v. Well, talking about big teams, Leighton v Birmingham.
Ooh,
Birmingham. Big hitters, big spenders. Here we go. So this game, obviously, Birmingham did get up 2-1 away to Leighton, and it was straight out of the box. It was just bang straight into it. 7-minute mark. Keshi Anderson with an assist from Alfie May. Now Alfie May has already look at this. Birmingham intercept the ball, pass, bang.
Oh,
bang!
Nearly missed that.
He did. Yeah, that's a
that
hot
was nice.
there.
That was nice. Yeah, that was
yeah.
Alfie
So,
Mason,
but that came from a mistake.
Yeah,
you know. But then Leighton not to be held out. Bang! Straight back, 1-1, 14th minute. Straight back into it. So they were at home, not to be denied. They were shown they were there to play. But then that bloody Alfie, who Wrexham did try to sign, and another mistake there. And
what was that happening to the back line there? That was terrible.
Yep. Leighton defense not up to scratch early on in this match.
Oh my days, that's horrible.
But Alfie May looks good. You know, he's a threat. Yeah. Definitely going to have to be aware of him come whatever team plays him this season, because it's a League One channel here, baby. Yeah. So here we go. Short corner, then back across, and just didn't quite get a good header on that, but that was definitely a great opportunity. So then we get into the second half, and these opportunities just start coming around back and forth. And obviously, we've already seen the 3 goals. So this is really, really just, a slugfest now. Birmingham trying to put the match to bed. Leighton trying to square it back up. Great attempt there. Leighton at home. You can sort of see, again, cross in, and another opportunity here. Just,
I mean, so, what do we think there? I mean, that's not a bad shout for the fact that, they could have come back there. These games are wide open. By the way, Two Beards does not want any more super chats. He's wants to throw him a stripper so we can get cryptid hurt on camera for $5. There you go.
It's totally fine. It's all good.
He said no more money spent. No more money spent. Wide open
Don't be
lane.
jelly two beards. If people want to pay us, people want to pay us.
Yeah, no, he wants it all for himself. There you go. So Birmingham City aren't impressing me. Alpha May looks really good right there, right? I don't know. What do we think about Leighton Orient?
Well, this match, when I watched this match, these were two of the better teams, I thought, watching them. You know, they were threatening. I think you just sort of were saying before in the last review, basically, I think some of these teams are still warming into the season and aren't bedded into their systems properly yet. So there's better things to come from all the teams I've watched.
I think so. You guys have any thoughts on those teams? I mean, obviously Birmingham is one that everyone's looking at. What do you think?
I think they're still struggling to get it all together. I think they're going to come into form, and when they do, they're going to be hard to beat. I think early on they're going to struggle, though. It'll take them a while to get it figured out. And it's got to remember, it's a brand new coach, too. It's his first head manager job anywhere. So this is his first time as manager.
Man.
So,
And just before we move on to the next match, in pre-production, because we put a lot of time and effort into the pre-production of this show, we had to look at the running order, and Aaron's still got 2 more matches to review, and we made sure that he got his favourite team, which is coming up next, and then he did also get the Wrexham match this week. So next up for Aaron, we have Wickham versus Aaron's home team, Rotherham. How'd they go, mate?
well, as per usual for the Rotherham games this year, they was awful. They are not good. They are struggling. Wickham was not fantastic either. We went 0-0 all the way till the 70th minute when Cameron Humphreys finally scores for Wickham, and they take the lead. The crowd of about 4,200. So it wasn't not a huge crowd. It's Rotherham are interesting. And
They're your team.
Your team, mate.
They aren't good, and their fans aren't happy because
Evan's next to be fired.
They thought they were going to be good, and they are not good. They're not good at all. So I listened to a Rotherham podcast today, and they were ripping Steve Evans up one side and down the other. Steve Evans is the coach for Rotherham, and they're not happy with him.
Just want to say to any Rotherham fans watching now or that come in and watch the video later, aaron@gmail.com if you want to send your hate mail. That's where you send it.
Yeah, all Aaron.
No, this is coming. This is coming from them. I'm just repeating what they're saying.
Or go to his MySpace account.
Yeah.
It was bad. So Wickham penalty. Yeah, they got a penalty at the end. That's at the 87th minute.
I got the ball. He said, "I got the ball."
Which, if you watch it back, I'm going to be honest. I think he did.
Red tinted glasses there, guys.
No, I'm not even a Rotherham fan. I really don't know. It didn't matter. Here's the thing. It didn't matter. They weren't going to win that game. They weren't winning that game. But I actually do think that might have been a clean one.
Why are there no fans in the stadiums at any of these places? What the fuck is going on?
Well, God, would you want to go watch Rotherham?
Well,
I
surely.
wouldn't.
Look, it's still early season. People have had months off from the football.
Yeah,
and you can't pack out your first couple of matches.
You've nailed it, Shell.
Yeah,
Shell, you nailed that. Like, it's the third League One game of the season. Surely your fans would be showing up.
I mean, I would think. I don't know. Do we need to worry about these teams? I think these are all. I think that's a team where. By the way, Two Beard says, I don't know if you could. I don't. You don't see what it's getting at. He just wants to put 5 to the strippers, is what he was saying.
You
throw a tenner in there, Two Beards, and we'll move on.
He wants to pay us money, and he wants us to twerk for him. That's what he wants. That's what he really wants. That's how he rolls. I hear you, Rousey. I got you.
Pick your host.
By the way, Wickham Wanderers are not a bad side. Rotherham are not a bad side. But these are all, I think, I'm going to say it. Everyone's going to get at us, and this is a neutral show. These could be all slip-ups for us later on in the season. Right? Exactly.
Yeah, every team has moments where they look really good.
Yes.
Very few teams look disastrous.
Yep.
So every match is going to be tough in one way or another. But the teams that manage to get through the tough matches, keep the draws when they need them, pull out the wins when they need to, keep their defense strong, they're the ones who are going to end up the top. So yeah, but realistically, it's not that much different than League Two. Now in League Two, you could probably pick out three or four that were right down the bottom, and at the moment you can't in League One. And the ones that people were selecting as being right down the bottom aren't as of yet anyway. So in that respect, it is much more open. But I don't mean now. I know what you're laughing at. I don't mean that the standard in League One isn't better. I'm saying comparatively the levels of teams across League One versus what we had in League Two. At the moment, I'm not seeing this group of 10 that are going to be up the top hammering everybody else in the league. That's not what's happening.
I agree with all that, by the way, too. I might say I think it's going to come down to management skills, and I think I've been hammering this on the shows and the daily shows, and I think you lot have been saying it too. You could have really good athletes. Reading, for example, Birmingham brought in a bunch of players, but I think our core values in squad, and we'll get to that later, core values in squad for Wrexham and our management is going to help us get to where we need to be. Marie from SoCal with the super chat says, this money is to Sheldon's compassionate fund. I mean,
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie.
That'll buy you some cream for your elbow, Shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then Two Beard says Aaron got it spot on. I want the token Aussie to get a twerk going. That
drop the dollars in there, Two Beards, and you'll get it.
Yeah,
I ain't cheap.
What is this about?
Wow! I think that's
it's going to cost you a lot more than two.
Is that pounds or dollars? I don't know.
I don't care. It's still going to cost you more than two.
Who's
but I probably do have a price though.
Oh yeah, everyone has a price. Everyone has a price.
Okay, it's out there, people. We just got to find Sheldon's number.
By the way, everyone's welcome to come on at the end of the show to have their say as well, to come back in and say what's up. So we're gonna get through the news. We're gonna get through the games and everything, and I don't listen. We're shooting their rehearsal, and this is the best part about it. We don't know what we're doing, but we feel like it's really funny.
This show certainly took a turn.
The comments are coming thick and fast, and I'm going to move it right on.
We haven't even gotten to the Peterborough match yet. Wait till I go off on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so we're into Josh's last review of today's round, and he got an absolute banger. Cambridge v Blackpool.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. All right, so shitballs.
We've thrown him. Welcome to the comments. They've thrown Josh.
There you go. All right, hey, this is a banger. This is an absolute banger. So this is a 4-4 game. Cambridge United 4, Blackpool 4. They just fired their manager. There's a goal right there. I'm doing two things at once here. They're in orange. So Abbey Stadium, clear Abbey Stadium, 6,083 people there. It was they hit back from 4-1 to score a remarkable 4-4 draw. This is an amazing game. Look at this guy coming back in, square back of the net. There you go, number 19. Celebrate with your daddy, your mom. There we go. I don't know. Listen, Blackpool, everyone loves a day out, but apparently, they like to score goals as well. They came back from this. There's enough back of the net. There we go. It looks very sloppy back there. It does look very sloppy. Cambridge United, I mean, listen, they're not going to school in Cambridge anytime soon, but they apparently they leak goals as well. Here you go. 8 minutes after halftime, Joseph played Dominic Ballard seemingly to make the game safe, but before Cambridge mounted their extraordinary comeback, here we go. Bang! Chip shot. Your mama. There we go. Here we go. Your sister, your brother, your cat, your dog. Hey, celebrate that. Knee slide? You going to do knee slide that? Yes, we do. Bang. I love it.
That's still Blackpool, by the way.
That's Blackpool. That's what I meant. You know that's what I meant. Look at this through ball here. Chip the keeper. No, we're going to blast it. Bang, number 19. I don't know him, but he sounds like a good guy. There you go. There's chip shot. Nope. Back of the net. Look at these games. All these games are wide open. They look like teams that we can smack up. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but we can control this stuff. Look at this. Number 7 on the ball. 3 men on him. Oh, loses the ball. Square, through, shot, bang. There we go. Look at this stuff.
That's poor defense. That's poor defense.
It's wide open lanes. Number 34 looks like he's going to play running back here for the LA Rams. Ball comes in on the right side, pulls it back, shot. Oh, keeper sucks. Cost back in, shot, back of the net. Well done. How about it? Look at that comeback. Look at that comeback. That guy needs to shave his head. Number 19. There you go. 4-4 Cambridge and Blackpool. That was probably the game of the weekend. Saw all of it there. Oh, my days. I'm going to tell you, these games are fantastic, but I think we can control these these games really well. That's League One for you right there.
Get Shell back in the shot.
All right, there you go. Sorry, Shell. There you go. I love it. Rousey's in the house. Yes, he is. And Josh is number 10 shows away from being the most content of Wrexham shows, chasing down Liam Roberts. Fuck that guy. Let's go. This is
keep up the good work. I'm going to moderate Josh here. Keep up the good work, Liam. You're doing great work.
Liam's great.
Josh, you're going to shoot straight past him.
I'm kidding. No, Liam's a good kid. He's taken off the year to go and do his thing. So awesome. I'm just joking. There you go. I was in the mode here. So Blackpool 4, Cambridge 4. What a day. What a day out.
Wow. Shell. Last guy. Oh, Shell. Oh.
No, we're not moving yet. Something I noticed about that match. Not for the first time. I have seen a team try and do a trick play with a free kick. Did you notice it on the one there where the player came up really close and stopped, and the next player was coming up behind him? I've seen it watch for it. I've seen other players do it, other teams do it, and I've seen it a bit more in League One because it's not something that you often saw in League Two, certainly. So teams are getting a little bit fancier with their free kicks and stuff like that. The next big thing we need as a team, we need a bloody set piece coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
/ we need a player who can bloody well kick the ball properly.
Do you think the guy that reviewed that show should have pointed that out? That reviewed that match? He probably should have pointed that out, really.
Yeah.
Who reviewed that match, Josh?
It was me.
It was me.
Shell's got your back.
I was in. I went full. Old school when you're just locking in. Like, what happened? There you go. So I went full all in.
But like Blackpool as well, were being touted as a playoff team. Now they are extremely leaky. They can score again, like all the other teams. You let them go, and they can score a few goals.
They're sitting nicely in 22nd spot at the moment.
Beautifully in 22nd spot.
What, got everybody right in front of them, right where they need them to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Two Beard says, to laugh a lot, I'm with Will and Bo. I love that about Josh Rexman. Can fart in the toilet and Josh will make a live about it. Wow. Welcome. Two Beards, why don't you come on? There you go. We have a couple more games to go.
We'll bring him in later. He can have his
have his say. There you go.
Hairs apart.
Who's this keyboard warrior on the in the chat? We're trying to do a news. Two Beards. Here you go. You can sit the back.
Good.
Yeah.
So you go, Shell. Like straight into it. Exeter v Peterborough. Big team. Our opposition this upcoming week. What do you got for us?
this is going to be a fun match at the weekend.
There we go.
It really is. So this match, Gary Caldwell versus Darren Ferguson. We mentioned last week who he is. Everybody should know because you should have watched last week's show. If you didn't, go back and watch it for the extra views. Thank you very much.
Do it. Do it.
You can't do it.
Peterborough versus who? Oh, sorry.
Okay. Peterborough won 2-1 versus Exeter. And in the last 2 matches, they only had 1 win and 1 loss each. So even points, 4 points coming into today, and Peterborough took it out. Now, they didn't have an easy job of it, but some of their goals were quite nice. Moments of play were very good for Peterborough, but not unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
So first goal was 4 minutes in by Exeter.
Ooh, there you go. Looks like a nice day out. At least they have some people in the stadiums.
So, and a turn and left-footed shot straight up into the corner.
Nice.
No luck, spin and kick. And then after this one now, Peterborough comes straight back 7 minutes. Only 3 minutes later, and another goal. Now watch the service on the left-hand side here.
Yep.
Wow.
Ball comes in.
Ooh.
Bouncing around, back out again. They keep chasing. They're not letting it go. Look, stole it back again.
Number 10.
Yeah.
10.
Oh,
And
good pass.
Yeah.
Keeper.
Yeah,
Wow.
So that was Oda on the left. He assisted this goal and he assisted the other goal as well.
Number 10 looks like a player, no? Right?
Oh, absolutely. Look at the
And
speed. Look at the pace.
And
Watch.
he's busy.
Yeah.
Oh! Who's that? Number 37.
No, sorry, that wasn't Ola. Ola passed it to him, heading up for that. That was Fernandez.
Wow.
Fernandez.
Oh, Poku's a player too, apparently. That's a guy we need to watch
Yes.
out for as well.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on FOTMob when this is done, but penalty comes up here near the end now as well.
Oh!
There, Ola again. Look at that speed.
Here it comes.
Holy
And boom.
shit.
Yeah.
And he pulls the penalty away
Is
from
that
the
Aaron?
keeper.
Is that Aaron?
And Shell, that was a mistake by the keeper there because that guy was running way too fast to even stop the ball.
He wasn't going to do anything there. But the keeper did save it. Watch. Boom. Not a great penalty. He did get it on target, so he made the keeper dive the right way and stop it. But that wasn't a great penalty.
That keeper's about 5'6". Get the fuck out of here. Are you joking? Are you joking?
This is a prime time show. We're not PG here. We're already rated M. Josh is on it.
Sorry. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry, Sheldon. I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay, so now I didn't mention it there at the start, but we're going to go back to the attendance.
Go on.
6,343 turned up, and the stadium only holds 8,696. They still couldn't fill it.
Did all these? Because I know these. Unfortunately, I know these games will play at the same time, so it ruins my bit. But I may be thinking that all the players, all the fans from one match went to the next match to the next match.
Yeah. Right. So again, like they're not filling it now. We've been watching other Peterborough podcasters annoying us quite a lot. So
that's all good. All good.
It's fine, but they're being stupid. So
but they're going to come on the show. They're going to come on and have their
stupid. Don't call him stupid, Shell.
Okay, hang on. One is stupid. The other one is just a little crazy. Right. So
we're all allowed our opinion here.
Yeah.
You go, Shell.
Not when it's that fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Right. So his opinion was, now, I don't know whether this is true or not. Apparently, Peterborough offered us extra away tickets, which we refused. So we got our allocation of tickets, which I believe is supposed to be 1,800 for their stadium, which we have sold out. There are no away tickets left. Apparently, we were offered extra tickets. And what he believes is because we didn't take the extra tickets, we don't have the fans that are interested to come and watch us play anymore, and our fans are getting bored, and our owners are going to get bored, and the Wrexham roller coaster is coming down. We've hit our peak, right?
Yep.
So that's what he said. What a load of shite. Right. So I decided to go digging and see what their attendances were last year. Right?
Deep dive, Sheldon. Here we go.
Deep dive. Here we go.
Okay, let me pull it up here. So
Sheldon is my hero, says Welsh Techie. Heart. You got to love her there, too. You got to love her.
Yeah.
Go on,
Peterborough
Sheldon.
have a stadium capacity of 15,314. Their maximum from a League One match last season was 12,755. Not once did they fill the stadium.
Haven't filled the stadium.
And there's 1,800 away tickets. So if you had 0 away fans turn up, they still didn't fill their stadium.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's not like it's a 30,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, exactly. It's less than 15,000. Okay, their minimum in a League One match last year was 6,358, of which you might have had 1,800 away fans. Right?
Spoken like a true statistician, Shell.
So,
Gotta love stats.
so that was my comment on X under his stupid video, and I decided to add, you wanted to give us more tickets because your fans can't fill your stadium. GTFO. So
Is that Love You Long
Just
Time?
wait.
Here, boom. By the way, is that the guy we're having on the show for the pre-match?
I don't know.
Well, maybe not now.
Who did you invite? What's his name?
We're trying to keep it a surprise, Shell, and you're here just.
Okay, post it in the
grenades.
private message. Put it in the private message.
I will do.
I won't tell everyone, I promise.
I won't DM him. There you go. Carol in HR says, oh, man, this is super informative. Man, it's a hoot. I'm having a blast, gang. Thank you. Yes. And by the way, I was joking about the Liam thing. I think he's a good kid doing his thing. I'm totally joking.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
that? That's Josh backpedaling.
Yes. Yes.
Careful you don't trip.
So they have a group podcast, I suppose, kind of like us. Multiple people on at the same time, called Up the Poshcast. So if you want to go find it, feel free to go watch it. Ashley is the stupid thick one, okay? And Charlie is the one that was on the Fearless in Devotion cast. Now, one thing I will say,
Shit, he just lost his shirt. There you go.
Right. I'm touching things because I'm angry.
Oh.
So Charlie came on and he was talking about the match, and he was saying that he said it's going to be a 5-1 win for them this weekend.
And that's being a fan. I respect that if you're a fan.
Yeah. Look, I'll defend him a little bit before I'll rip him apart. And okay, 5-1 seems a little ridiculous, but it could happen. Like, it's not like we haven't been beaten 5-0 when I went over to watch him play Stockport.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible, right? That's okay. But his reasoning for why it's possible is because we have such low XG and such low time on the ball that we only had like 30% in our last match, and if we give them that much possession, they're going to rip us apart.
Yes.
And give us a proper welcome to League One. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Here's the deal: we will have him on, and when
Charlie,
on Monday,
so
next week, I
can understand his points, and I'm not finished yet, because after this I want to jump into the team, because obviously we have them this weekend, right? And actually I rate them very highly compared to a lot of other teams I've seen. So I'll get to that in a moment. So Charlie has his reasoning, but a lot of the comments were up on X, and I didn't have to find this myself, but someone found it for me. Can I share my screen there, Josh?
I don't even know.
If you think it's a good thing to do, Shell, it's up to you.
More money for Sheldon's Hero Fund, and obviously Sheldon's Compassionate Fund. There you go. That's from Bree from SoCal.
Share screen.
So good.
This is
you notice Aaron sitting there in the corner. He's just like, this is just live television.
I'm just enjoying life right now. This is amazing.
I know. While he's doing that, welcome to the That's a Wrap show, shooting the rehearsal. And we have a deep dive here coming in. John Goff said, wouldn't look good for Peterborough if they added away tickets to Wrexham and the stands had more Wrexham fans than posh stands. There you go. Okay. And you're a hero. Yeah, more of your compassion fund or hero fund. And then Sheldon is also a Welsh hero. Thank you for
this. Josh, actually, I've sent you the link. Can you pull it up on instead?
Okay.
I have issues because I have multiple tabs up everywhere.
Shell, that's a rookie mistake. You've just got Josh to push more buttons.
I know.
Where did you send it? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. 5 up. Okay. Oh, fuck a duck. All right.
Aaron just loses it. Hey, Aaron.
What?
Aaron, what have you thought of the show so far?
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure we were winding down by this time last time. So not to say that anybody slowed us down. But somebody
no, it's all good. This is fun. This is fun. I'll pay my Google pop. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Go.
Have you got it?
Yeah. There you go. But you're not in the picture. Hold on one second. Let me get your face out. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Right. So if you go in and have a look at the stats there, but the match I just pulled up was a match from the end of last season.
This one?
And it's Oxford United versus Peterborough United.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And what was the result of that?
5-0.
5-0 to who? Peterborough?
I think it says Oxford to me.
Okay. So Oxford had 30% possession during that match. Peterborough had 70% on the ball, and they lost 5-0.
Can I just hold on? Wait, Sheldon, hold on one second. Yeah. This is what's called when we get into kind of like battling with it. So people would have receipts. I'm just tell you, they're gonna have receipts. So you're bringing receipt to the receipt. I'm gonna bring it up here, okay?
God, I hope we play well this weekend.
There. This is what you want. There you go.
Right.
There's your XG. Jesus Christ.
So Peterborough had 70% of the possession and lost 5-0. Okay. So his possession is not the be all and end all, right? So look, that was his reasoning. And everybody keep bringing this up about Wrexham. Oh, possession. We had it all last season with Notts. Notts had possession 70% in every single match. And how did they do last year? They were up at top of the league for the first couple of months, and then they dove off a cliff. Mm-hmm. So it's not the end of the world. And so far this season, our defense has been better, and we look more solid when playing off the ball. We look more comfortable. So that's fine. Now, if you can pull up on FOTMAB the match I'm doing now, the Peterborough Exeter match. Okay, we'll have a look at the Peterborough team. And here's where I'm going to be nice to them.
Okay. Here you go. This is a deep thought moment here where the fixtures there you go. This one? No.
No, Peterborough Exeter 2-1.
There you go.
Yeah, last one. There you go. So if you click lineup.
Click lineup. There you
Just
go.
do as you're told, Josh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you spoke about it last week. You have Poku out on the right.
Yep.
And you have Oda now on the left. And Oda was assisted for both the goals today.
Yep. 87. This dude right here.
Excellent. Both those players. Attacking left, attacking right, and they play two in the center. So 4-2-3-1. Kind of an unusual style for us. We don't usually see that too much coming up against us. So they are a very solid team in general. They have a lot of good players. And if we allow them to play the way they want, and if we are not as good in defense, yes, it could be a high-scoring game. And I do think Peterborough is almost guaranteed to be in the top 6. I do put them in the playoffs at the moment. All right. So I will give them that. But looking at the goals they're letting in, and they're leaking as well. Steer, their goalie, he's not great. He's not great at all. So their defense is okay. but their goalie is poor. They have not kept a clean sheet in the last 8 matches.
And this is the team we're
That they
taking.
have.
Yep.
And this is the team we're taking on this weekend. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a much more open match than we have had so far.
So, Patty,
anything could happen this weekend. We could beat them 5-1.
No.
It's possible they could beat us 5-1. Anything could happen this weekend, but I think it's much more likely to be a 2-1 to someone.
Hold on, wait. Well, second doesn't exist. The jelly pig making pies. So, Sheldon, if we have this guy on and we get rinsed, I'm putting you on the show, and I'm not even coming on.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say the League One review show has morphed into the preview show.
No, this is a target match. It's a target match.
Target match for the weekend. Yeah.
Okay, but we got to finish the other matches, Shell.
Well, that's why you should have left me till last.
Oh.
Or second last. Wrexham should be last, and the team we're playing should be the match.
Well,
anyway, right. Okay, now just to finish that point, because I'm going to stop now because this is my last match, right? and I do remember, I did tell you earlier in the week that it isn't me that actually slows things down and won't shut up. So I remember that comment I made, right? But just to answer, and Josh is not here, right? So anyway, to answer Josh, right? If we get hammered, right, 5-1,
yeah,
like the exact score. If it's 5-1, bring me on the show with him next week. Right, and I guarantee you, I will rip our team apart first, every one of them, and I'll have no problem doing it. Right?
Let's go.
Because I don't care if our team deserve it, I'll give it to them.
There you go. Wow. Stand by for the 0-0. I love it. We shoot
anything,
the rehearsal.
Anything.
Rehearsal.
This is why this weekend's match is really interesting. Because anything can happen this weekend.
Okay.
And it's a away match, and we're week away as well.
One thing I'd like to say, as far as we go, as far as Wrexham goes, this is not a bad. This is a good point. We last year, the best we did were against teams that would play football against us. We struggled against teams that would sit back and let us have the ball.
Yeah.
And so I think we love games like this. We love it when a team is happy to have all the ball and we're happy to take it when we need to. Boom, boom, boom. 3 passes down the field, and we put it in the back of the net. And nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
And once we get to the Wrexham review, we'll have a couple of those.
The danger is with Peterborough, really is that they can go boom, boom, boom and score as well. Mm-hmm. They can go straight up the pitch. Boom.
Yeah. Well, Shell, I'd really love to thank you for that succinct, concise review. That was excellent. It was really good. In all fairness, it was very, very good. But I'm going to move us on now. Keep this show moving.
Ken's kind of sick to the rules. He's all fucked.
Charlton v Bolton. And
wait. Can I just? Sorry, I just came back in. I love this channel. I love what we're doing. Having a lot of fun. It's great. This is what this is all about. And so I'm so grateful for it. So awesome.
We're having a ball.
I'll shut up. I'm out. Go, Aaron.
Charlton v Bolton. Okay, so Bolton, after struggling to a 0-0 draw against Wrexham the week before, what a great match that was. We reviewed last week. Go back and watch it if you want to check it out. Like and subscribe. I'll throw that in there now. But this game, Charlton at home, 2-0 winners against Bolton. So very good game. Josh will bring up the highlights in a minute. He's getting back on track. And it started out. So basically, here we go. So yellow card. There was a yellow card to Luke Berry very early on in the 8th minute. Just playing out. How bad's that? How bad is that?
Oh, wow. What a strike. Who was that?
But look how that goal came about. Like literally the defender just passed it straight to him.
Wow. Hey, guess who we got Charlton from? Dobson.
Yep.
Pissing it down there.
There was two yellow cards in the 8th minute. Luke Berry from Charlton and Connor Coventry. Then obviously that was the goal from Greg Doherty in the 10th minute, and then it stayed at 1-0. Even though, as you can see, Bolton had their chances on goal, but couldn't find the back of the net. So
no, it's Charles.
Yeah, it really was just a bit of a pressure game. The team's trying to for each other out. We're in the second half here now. Bolton trying to score again. Bit of a weak shot there after not a bad build-up. But you have this game just tended to flow. And then we got all the way here to the missed goal there. But we do get all the way to the 60th minute mark with Alexander Mitchell, which we'll see coming up soon.
There you go.
So as you can see, Bolton trying to pass it around out of defence.
Sloppy, very sloppy.
Very sloppy. And bang. There it is, 2-0. Charlton it wasn't put to bed yet. It was only the 60th minute. There's still half an hour to go. But long road home, long road back.
Sorry, that's a great result for us because they drew with us at home and they lost. Right, that's a fucking great result for us. And
I think it just shows how even this league is. There's so much still to happen, and so that was a very good win for Charlton at home, deserved win, but Bolton not at full stride yet from what I've seen in this match. So, yeah, boys, that was I'm going to keep it nice and short because I want to build up to the last one. We got our star reviewer now coming in for Wrexham at home, v Reading. What do you got for us? Aaron? I'm just quickly going to grab my charger while you start.
Can I speak?
Go ahead, Patty. Go ahead.
I said I wouldn't, but I have to. How many times have we seen teams mess up passing the ball around the back? How many teams are playing this tippy-tappy ball around the back of the field and the keeper was 2 feet away from the defender and he taps him the ball and says, "Here, you kick it out."
Yeah.
Like they're mates on a school field. And then he messes it up, kicks it to nowhere, and the ball comes back in. I said I wouldn't speak, but I have to, because in that match, it showed a point I wanted to get to, which is that how many times have we seen teams mess up playing out from the back, tapping the ball around to defenders? It's ridiculous. The amount of teams in this league are not good enough to do it. They are messing it up all the time.
Yeah, that was a rookie mistake by Bolton there to go down 1-0, which is just puts you on the back foot so early. But that's what they did.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so now on to Wrexham. So anyway, I think most of the people in here know Wrexham won 3-0 over Reading, which I really enjoyed. Our friend, what was his name from last week?
James from Reading Away Days.
I believe he said something about having James McLean on toast. I think what he meant to say was Barney was going to have their right back or left back on toast because Ryan Barnett looked amazing. I did go back and watch most of the game, and Ryan Barnett was absolutely amazing. So I just had to get that out there. It was so much fun to watch. The boys played so well. How many chances did we have? We had so many chances. Let me just look it up. Total shots was only 12, which seems low. But it seemed like in that first half, we just had chance after chance after chance. And, it was, that one right there. I mean, just right on Ollie's head. Ollie just bangs that thing in there. He said in the interview afterwards that he'd talked to Fletcher. They'd stopped and had a cup of coffee together. And they were talking about some things that he needed to work on. And I think that's important. I think it's nice to know that Stephen Fletcher and Ollie Palmer, both of them veterans, but they're still getting together. They're still learning. Fletcher's teaching some things to him. Elliot Lee cleans up that ball was, just bouncing all over the place. Terrible job in defense, and Lee's able to get on it and finish it off. Marriott should have had a goal on that one, I think. Keeper made an unbelievable save to stop Marriott from scoring on there. It was what a fun match. One thing, and that just right there just made me think of it. the referee really let a lot go. He really let a lot go in this game. And I think that was to our advantage by a lot because we were by far the more physical team. And so the fact that he was letting things like that go and letting us play just was not good for Reading. And, we tore him to shreds. We absolutely tore him to shreds. So much fun. This would have been beautiful. This shot, that would have been a beauty if he'd have put that in.
If he'd have put that in, he then might have deserved man of the match.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, to me, man of the match for me is somewhere. It's either Barnett or Lee to me, but they both had fantastic days. And Dobson was amazing. I mean, just really nobody had a bad game. I don't think anybody had a bad game. Great stuff. What do you say? I mean, just 3-0. I mean, who'd have thought that? I didn't. I thought it'd be a much closer game than that. So, but yeah, I loved it. And I thought it was fantastic for us.
I thought it was a great match. I thought that was I thought it was for me, solid performance all over the pitch. Oh my God, there's not much to say about that, to be fair.
In that, just so you know, because I know you boys like doing the FOP mob stuff, we had both McLean and Elliot Lee in the team of the week. Oh, and Ryan Barnett. We had 3 players in the team of the week.
Wow, was that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. But anyway, that was a great match. Great match.
That was the League One, the team of the week, was it?
League One team of the week, yeah.
Did any of them make the EFL team?
Don't know. Didn't look. I don't dig as deep as you do, Shell.
Because I didn't look at them this week.
Yeah. But no. But we did have. We might get into it. We did have James from Reading FC away days. He has a brand new bub, only 1 year old, and it is now 2:00 in the morning in England. So we pre-recorded the match review with him, and Josh has got that there.
Yeah, we'll pick into this a little bit here. Again, we shoot. By the way, has Max grown another inch? He might not. So this was pre-recorded. It's about 13 minutes. We won't go through the whole thing.
Okay, guys, we're here with the pre-recorded interview with James from Reading FC away days, who did the preview show with Josh. Welcome back, James.
Hi, thank you for having me on again.
Oh, mate, our pleasure. Fantastic. Thanks for coming on. To be honest, it's fantastic to have you. Obviously, predictions pre-game. I did watch your review show and didn't sort of go as planned for you.
Yeah, no. Listen, I thought realistically, and I think a lot of people touched on this as well in the comment section. Maybe I was underestimating Wrexham's home form, which I can sit here and I can say with my chest out that maybe I did. Maybe I overestimated Reading as well. I think we've had a really strong start to the season, but I think the physicality between the Wrexham side, comparing it to the Reading side, really showed like night and day, should I say. I thought Wrexham's physical side of the game was so much better than Reading's, and I thought the referee allowed the game to be physical, and I think that massively favoured Wrexham on the day. And for me, the third goal was a foul, but there's no excuse. If you keep falling over and keep trying to get these decisions, you're not going to get them, right? So look, we knew what type of referee it was 20 minutes into the fixture. Reading continued to play with that game plan, so it's Reading's fault. It's Reading to blame, right? But for me, realistically, I thought you really saw the difference between boys and men in that fixture. The experience of Wrexham's team and the real maturity, if that makes sense, of the way that they are, compared to Reading's lack of experience and still being very young, most players only having one season under their belt. For me, it kind of showed throughout that fixture.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like the ref allowed the physicality, which definitely favoured our side because we've got a couple of very physical players. I mean,
to be fair, I know Ken was talking there too. I mean, to be fair, he's you made him Shadow, yeah. By the way, well, check fair play when come on. They see the 3-0 defeat. No, take that on. I think you hit it on right now. Like what do you take? Let's take on that real quick before we get to Ken's next question there.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. If it wasn't, it played into our hands the way the ref let the game play. Because he was allowing us to be physical, it really favored us, and they never stood a chance against the physicality of our guys.
What about the third goal? I missed that. Sorry, Sheldon. Go ahead.
What I was going to say there is yes, it definitely went in our favour, but the referee was very consistent. He did not. He allowed them to do the same things
Right.
we did. Their style
Yeah.
just didn't have it. And last season we saw it in numerous matches where we have refs of the other type that will blow for anything, and that hurt our game because it was constantly stop, break up play. And he is right. It is something you have to learn, and it's something we have to learn as well when we get a ref that is going to blow for absolutely everything, is to change their style. And they should have changed theirs a bit because they were not going to get the fouls.
And it was really good at James too, like coming on, like, and he's very knowledgeable, like, you know, and objective. Like he, you know, said fair play, you were better. But he had some really good points throughout the interview. It was good.
Okay, well, I'll keep going a little bit here. Ken, I like to keep it fresh and everything. I'm going to.
And I thought the first 20 minutes, both teams were really
Double
feeling each
Ken.
other out. It was very even. And then obviously in the 23rd minute, Ollie Palmer scored our first goal. And that sort of started what was a pretty strong run for Wrexham.
Yeah, I thought the first 20 minutes, Reading were arguably the better side. I think you could say that the chances went to Wrexham. I think they had more shots on goal. I don't think they troubled Reading's keeper at all. But I think Reading were the better side for the first 20 minutes. I put that in air quotes because there weren't really much going on. Reading had a lot of the possession and they actually started to find space in the midfield. I thought the first 10 minutes first 5 minutes, you saw Wrexham really put pressure on Reading when they had the ball and there was a lot of pressing going on. But after that, they started to sit deep and kind of let Reading do what they want with the ball. And that's where you started to see the space and the gaps open up for Reading, which I thought, get in there. This is exactly how I said it would go. I saw Ben Elliott making a lot of space in the midfield and him and Adrian Akande on that right-hand side were linking up really well. And then as soon as you started to see the balls get lumped up top and Ollie Palmer winning the ball 9 times out of 10 every time, there's a lot of space for Wrexham. Reading were caught up front, if that makes sense. The midfield was really lacking there. I thought the quick counter-attacks from Wrexham and just lumping it large was really working in their favour.
Honestly, let's take that on real quick. So when in the pregame game, and we won't relate it, but like in pregame, like he was talking about his midfield being the solid. I mean, did we miss a trick? I mean, did they miss a trick? Sorry, did we just outplay him?
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, for me personally, Dobson like just ruled the midfield. You know, controlled it, had everybody. You know, because he had such control of the midfield and the structure that we played, it negated their midfield.
Yeah.
You know, that was the tail of the midfield for me.
I didn't think that to me, it didn't look as good as what he made it sound there, to be honest. I thought our midfield controlled theirs. I don't think
Dobson had him on.
I don't think they ever had a chance.
Yeah. And to Shell's point earlier, like this match, Wrexham 39% possession, score 3-0 Wrexham.
Yeah, I've never seen us so calm and confident. Now, not just calm when there's no one around them, but like now when you're being chased down, when you're being pressed, so many players look like they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever, come at me, and they just pass it when they want to pass it, shoot when they want to shoot, and you know, occasionally they lost it. Okay, that's fine, but you know, the second they did, they were after it, and that's a new element to our game that we didn't have before.
Mm-hmm. I thought we elevated a lot of things in this match for sure, and like him going and James, fair play to him coming on and doing it. He obviously knows his side really well under an embargo. But I think we'll do one more question here, and then we can put this up. I'll put this up on the show. We'll just keep it going so we can keep the show going as well. But I'll do one more question here, and one more response. And then we'll
you're right there, because I mean, I'd be fair to say I think you're right. You maybe did slightly edge out Wrexham in that first part of the game, and then obviously we scored. Then Sam Smith got a yellow there in the 28th minute, which puts them on notice. They've got to be a bit careful. And then, of course, Elliott Lee comes through and scores our second at the 33rd and puts you down 2-0. And that's how it went through to half-time. And then we got into the second half, and Andy Cannon scored an absolute blinder there in the 49th minute. That was a bullet into the bottom left corner. And then, you know, it was really tough for you guys from there, obviously down 3-0. And I think what I saw at that point in time was the embargo for you guys, which is such a drain on your club because you don't have the backup players. And you mentioned that in the preview because we, which is unusual for Wrexham, made changes in the 67th minute. Parky's normally a 75-minute guy. And so we'd made 2 changes before you'd even made a change, which really surprised me.
Yeah, Reading literally can't make changes. That's the issue at the minute. 16, 17, 18-year-olds all coming off the bench. I mean, if you looked at the players that Reading brought off, you had Andre Garcia, who's made less appearances than I can count on one hand. You had Jaden Wareham, who has struggled for any time anywhere. He was a Chelsea youth product until last year. You look at Tavonge Rashisha, who's again only played a handful of games in his entire career. Reading weren't able to bring any players on that have got the experience or able to give something a little bit more. I think at 3-0 the game was already over though. Like you said, I think the defending as well for the first and second goal was atrocious from Reading. I think the second goal, Reading need to be quicker to react there. Wrexham win the initial header, it hits the post, the rebound comes to a Wrexham player, fine, things like that happen. But when Joel Pereira makes the save, you expect a Reading player to again react and be able to get there and clear the lines. But unfortunately, again, it falls to another Wrexham player. And obviously the ball ends up in the back of the net. I think you said it was Elliot Lee that scored that goal. And then the Andy Cannon one again. Listen, I'm not going to take anything away from the strike. I thought it was an absolutely fantastic goal. 25-yarder. You could say it was a cannon of a right foot. But for me, any other referee on any other day, I feel like that would have been a decision that would have been given to Reading. I feel like if the game was played at Select Carlison Stadium, I think referees tend to favour the home team a little bit more, especially when they're playing at a packed-out stadium, when they've got the crowd on their back almost. If a decision doesn't go their way, there's going to be boos and jeers and stuff like that. I feel like a decision would have been given to Reading at the Select Carlison Stadium if that decision was made there. I feel like Ehibachiman was fouled. There was a push in the back. He goes down, obviously loses the ball, falls straight to Andy Cannon. And again, there's no denying it's an absolutely fantastic goal. But maybe was a foul in the build-up. But like you said, look, for me, it just goes to show the difference between the two clubs at the moment. Wrexham have got the depth. Wrexham, even if it isn't depth of players that would be what you would call the typical League One level, if that makes sense. Even if you're able to bring League Two level players on, it's still a class above what Reading have got at the moment. Reading don't have that depth. I feel like even if you go to the National League, teams might still have more depth than Reading at the moment. And that's the issue we face. Listen, the sale still isn't complete just yet. Obviously, the transfer deadline is on Friday. So for us Reading fans, it looks like we might have to suffer until January. Potentially, we need to just make sure injuries come at a minimum. But look, for now, we don't react too badly don't react too greatly when there's a win, and we don't react too badly when there's a loss.
I'll go to Aaron first on that, unpack a little bit of that before I go to Sheldon, because I know Sheldon's going to have a little bit more to say there. So, yeah. And by the way, sorry, before you do that, I'm going to put this up on the show so we can have it, everyone in the Discord and everybody have that there. We'll do the full. It's another 15 minutes. Awesome. Great interview by Ken. But yeah, it is the wrap-up show. So go on, Aaron, what do you think on that? And then we'll go to Sheldon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think as far as the goal goes, I mean, you're going to get calls. You're going to not get calls. Maybe it was a foul. Maybe it wasn't. Doesn't matter. Andy Cannon fired that thing in there, and it was amazing. Daisy cutter. Just right across the top of the grass. Just hammered that thing. Beautiful. And then as far as he's dead right about their depth, though. They have no depth, which is going to kill them. I feel so bad for them because they're not a terrible side.
No, they're great.
I mean, 2 injuries. I mean, literally, if they get 2 injuries, they're screwed. I mean, they're in big trouble. I mean, so I'm hoping for them that maybe they can get something done before the end of the week and they can try to get it going.
Kelly Davidson came in late. Yeah, we're about 90 minutes into the show, just about to wrap it up here. But then That's a Wrap show. This is episode 2 of That's a Wrap, doing it all season. It's evolving into this amazing watch. Just got here, and I already feel like I want to give Sheldon a Hero Fund, but I don't want to do it the rewatch to make sure it's a good idea. You might want to give it the Hero Fund, and you also want to give it to the Internet Fund for Aaron.
Kelly, all I'm saying is all the love so far has come on that side of the channel. There's been nothing for me and Josh. It's all Aaron and Sheldon.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Sheldon, what do you think there, man?
Yeah, I'm wondering which of our players on the bench is not League One level.
We did get into that a little bit further in the
AJ.
Okay, yeah. No, because
Yeah.
I'm happy for the teams to think like this because, well, if they do, because if the fans think like this and if some of the management and coaching are thinking superficially about our teams, like they're really underestimating us. More so this year than last season. Last season, there was a bit of a drop down. Nothing we would worry about when we were swapping out our bench. But like Palmer, for me, is one of the weakest players we have. And he scored the goal. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, we're extremely deep. And we haven't even put on our new players yet.
No.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
One of them. Player.
That's the strength we have, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing.
We didn't talk about that with James.
Yeah, our bench has got some championship players on it.
Yeah. Could you imagine being Birmingham away being the first match where we release all our new players playing together and they are actually a step up?
I don't want to call them a step up compared to
I mean, if they look, I will straight out say I expect them to be so because they've been bought this year. They are being bought to improve the team, and if they're not a step up, then it was a bad signing, and then I have to have a go at Parky and the team for a bad signing. So we'll wait and see. But we saw it last season as well. It took time for the new signings to come in. And it was really the second half of the season that they massively made a difference to us. So that's fine. I was worried about some of our players stepping up from last season, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Like even Palmer has a place. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's good enough to be the first. If we're going, and this is the problem. See, don't misunderstand me, anyone out there. When I'm giving a bit of a hard time to some of the players, the only reason I'm doing that is because the expectations are ridiculous. Because to come into a new league and to be looking for top 6, that standard is a double year. It's not a fair standard. All of the team are suitable to play in a good League One mid-table team, and that's what you should be expecting. But we're expecting even more from them, so that's where it comes from.
Sheldon XG is off the charts. Welsh Checky says the Italian stallion and the golf shark can share. And then Sheldon and Aaron, what do you think about the old school versus new school? Parky is obviously old school. Maybe he knows. I don't know. Aaron and Sheldon got that. And then I guess we're on here for 90 minutes. And it was we can wrap it up after that. But what do you guys think? And Aaron,
it's working. So far, it's working. And I mentioned earlier on as well, is new school, the team, a lot of teams are not good enough to do it.
Yeah.
All you need is one weak link in the back of your team, and you make a mistake that's costing you a goal. We used to say that, like, it's the goalie. The goalie is the one who, he makes a mistake, it's a goal. Now, the way some of these teams are playing, you have a defender make a bad mistake, that's it. Now it's a goal.
Look at Charlie,
and we're seeing it. And we're seeing it.
Yeah. Bolton. Yeah.
Bolton just did that. Just a stupid pass straight to the opposition. Bang, goal.
And you look at how quick we are when we play out, because this is a new thing that everybody is very happy about. We are playing it out from the back a lot more. We're not hoofing it with no direction.
Ivan's head must be literally just exploding.
So we are playing it out, but look at how we're playing it out compared to other teams. It's fast.
Yeah,
it's fast with purpose. It's going to someone and get up to the goal and score. And especially when we're comfortable taking a 30% possession rate, you have no time to be messing around at the back. And what do we do if we get pressure that any member of the defense is worried about? Then they'll blast it. Then it's going out across the line for a throw. Don't care. It's going up the front and hope someone gets to it. That's fine. No messing about. If you're not going to be able to get it where it needs to go, get it out. And we're doing it. So we're being careful in lots of ways with it. The way we're doing it now.
Yeah, it's very the perfect one. I wish you could just pull the clip up of this one. I think it was the second goal. It starts with O'Connell, and there's a back pass to him. He passes it back forward. Another pass out to Barnett. Barnett's down the wing, kicks that thing inside. I mean, it's just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. Beautiful
how we played that how that ball played out. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was amazing. I absolutely loved that goal.
Yeah, the movement for the second goal was 8 passes right there was absolutely impressive. Awesome. Beautiful goal. It was 8 passes. 8 passes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Last season when we tried to play out from the back, the players looked nervous.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look happy having the ball sitting there, looking around for what's the best pass. They do now.
Well,
they all look comfortable waiting and looking and timing when that ball needs to go.
Well, think about who some of those players that were on the ball that didn't look comfortable. You had Ben Tozer, Aaron Hayden, Tunnicliffe. Those guys did not look comfortable on the ball. Max didn't at first, and he's grown into it.
He's grown
O'Connell usually did. The problem with it, he just didn't have as much. The other guys were so nervous that I think it might have made him a little nervous too. He needed help, needed more help around him, you know. But I think by the time we got settled towards the end of the year, and it was Max, O'Connell, and O'Connor, that back three could play the ball, and they were comfortable with it at the end of the year last season. And now they just look that much better.
Well, maybe no, it's we look great. Maybe tomorrow we should just do another show, just not that's a wrap show, and just the that kick the tire show. But no, all right, we've been on for 90 here.
It's been good. I mean, really, before we say goodbye, Josh, I'll do a quick wrap up of the table.
Okay, go ahead.
Things like it's a table, like it's a League One wrap. So at the moment, we still have 3 teams undefeated on 9 points, which is Stockport, Huddersfield, and Charlton. And the only other 2 teams that are still undefeated are Wrexham and Crawley Town. So 3 of the promoted teams still undefeated 3 matches into the season.
Not Mansfield.
So basically,
Crawley Town lost.
Sorry,
Crawley Town lost.
Oh no, they did too. They lost to Wigan. They lost to Wigan.
They lost in the match.
Mistake there from me. Mistake there from me.
Fired.
Wow. So we're literally down to
only 9s. Yeah.
Yeah, we're down to 4 undefeated teams, of which we are one, and then too early to really be talking about automatic promotion, league playoff positions, and relegation. I won't sort of kill those people.
Stockport, Kelly's on your butt too.
Stockport, Stockport's undefeated. Yeah, did I not say Stockport?
No, you did. You said that straight off. Yeah.
Yep. So Stockport, so we only have. So that only makes 2 of the promoted teams still undefeated, but it's all still to play out. I'm really got to get to Christmas. I think before we really see a true representation of the table. But from my point of view, I see this league as very close. Lots of opportunities. There's going to be highs. There's going to be lows. Every team's going to have it, but Wrexham definitely in the hunt. What say you guys?
We are in the hunt. We are definitely in the hunt. We're just pocket the points. Let's move on. That's it. Never happened. Never happened. Never happened. Keep going. That's I think a fantastic show, guys. See you tomorrow. Well done. Thank you, Nikki D. Prediction for this weekend. Marie from SoCal. We'll do those. We'll do those on Friday. Marie, we'll do them on Friday. We'll do a that's a wrap show and like a gong show on Friday. We'll do that. So we're mapping it out so we can have everything like a full evolution for the week for everybody. So that's what we're trying to do. So prediction for the weekend, Wrexham obviously win, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We're working through it. Like I said, we're shooting the rehearsal. So we'll get to that Marie from SoCal for sure.
Predictions for the weekend. 5-1, Shell?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But stay tuned because last week we've had James, obviously from Reading FC away days. This week, Peterborough. Look, we want to get our opposition on every week.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it for sure. Aaron's internet has never looked better right now. Look at that.
Best it's ever been.
Hey, just as we're getting ready to shut her down.
I know. It's good to see
It's
him.
a super chat.
How the kids liking the kits?
They love them. They haven't taken them off.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right.
Yep.
All right. Sheldon, why don't you plug your show? Let me know what you're doing.
Wrexham News Network. Before this, I was actually working on my next video, which I may get out tomorrow, and it's all about stats and XG. No, it's not XG. I'm not going to do fucking XG. I'm gonna do real stats, the ones that actually count.
Okay.
How many points do you have on the board?
Yeah.
And how many points do you need? So
XG. Marie thinks I've lost control.
Actually, I'm looking forward to that, Shell, because I looked at last year's table and what it took to get out of League One. So I'll be interested to see what you put up there.
Yeah. It was from our last show, from the watch along at the weekend. I was asked about the graph.
That's a good job.
So I went back and found the graph and started having a look at it, and I had so many different pages along the bottom. And when I went into it to have a look and see what was working where, I had no headers. I had no tab names, nothing. I just had numbers everywhere. I was like, what does this mean? It took me about an hour of tracing back through all my cells to actually figure out what stuff was.
Wow.
But yeah, I've updated a lot of that. So I'll do a presentation on that in my next video.
All right, so go check out Wrexham News Network. Sheldon, Aaron, you're coaching all week. What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, we're probably off the rest of the week because it's 90. I think it's supposed to be actual 95 degrees tomorrow, and I feel like 115. And
So
I
that-
think
What's that in
it's gonna be
Celsius for the rest of the world?
that I don't know. It's over 40, I think. So
40.
whatever that means, yeah, over 40. That hot.
That's hot.
It's hotter than love. Hotter than love.
Impossible.
So yeah, So yeah, I think we're actually getting the week out. We were supposed to have a game Thursday, and I think that's canceled. So,
Okay.
So yeah, so we
Well,
got
Marie loves you. Marie loves you. This is a great show. Awesome. We're going to evolve it. Ken's done yeoman's work to get people in. Sheldon as well, doing the stats work, and Aaron keeping the internet alive. It's been a great show. Apparently, I've lost control. We love you. That's the whole point. We got to keep it in control, keep it on the rails a little bit. This is our sports center meets match of the day. We're shooting it as we go. Let's go. We'll figure it out. But it's lots of fun to do. Kelly, last one in before we wrap it up. Thanks for the rap party. I will do a rewatch after dinner and figure out who the hero Sheldon thing. I did subscribe to the Wrexham News Network. Thank you very much. That's
fantastic.
awesome. Yeah. And Welsh Techie says you should get some solar powered internet. Yes, we will. Listen, thank Ken for putting this together because he's the guy with the big ends on there. He's the big L. I'll put up the interview he did with James. There you go. And then news and update show every day, daily as we go. And what else is going on? Friday night we'll kind of like a preview show. We'll figure out.
Are we gonna do the window closes Friday? Are we
Transfer
doing
window.
transfer window show?
Yes. Yeah. Let's do it. Should we do a whole Friday deal, like a 6-hour show?
Yeah.
As long as you want.
It really depends on how many printers we get during the week.
We get none. We'll just talk about the one day. Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, if it's none, we're going to have to do a 6-hour show.
We don't need to sign anybody out. We're going great. I was going to say, I don't really have that high of expectations. I just think we're going to win the league and get promoted.
Ken, speaking from a true gentleman. There you go. There you go. 4 says Welsh Techie, and Kelly Davidson says thanks, Ken. Yeah, thanks, Ken. He's the one. He's the architect. There you go.
Thank you to everybody coming in and watching and commenting. It is fantastic to have you guys in.
Yeah, it's fun. Lots of fun. And Sheldon, there you go. He's got a hurt arm, and Aaron's got a hurt internet. It's fantastic. Okay. Tomorrow, breaking if anything happens. Friday, we're going to do a what is it called? Like a transfer deadline day show live for the watch along. As we know, this has been great. So this is week 2 of our That's a Wrap show. Fun. We'll build it out. People want to come in and have their say. Let's do it. So on that bombshell, No.